couples battle it out
in the most action-packed challenge
in Dancing with the Stars history.
So hell yeah.
2 couples face off in one dance style.
Just pure hardcore dance competition.
There's only one goal: beat the other couple.
That's the one.
Max and I got this.
Artem and I play to win.
Cheryl and I, we're coming for you.
This is what I'm saying.
I'm so tired.
and this early in the game, you gotta bring it.
This is really
Really gonna shake up the competition.
Yes! This is the face-off. Are you ready for this?
Oh, yes, we are ready. This is Dancing with the Stars All Access. And tonight, that's right, this audience, everyone is so excited about Face Off Week. This will be the meanest, the leanest Dancing with the Stars episode you have ever seen. The Face Off. One team will be in jeopardy and one team will be safe. They'll be going head-to-head in the same dance style. More on that later. But right now, it is time for me to face off with my co-host for the evening. And here she is. Please make some noise for Kim Hasselbeck! Go! Look at, come on, man. You're making me look bad. Look how fantastic she looks. This audience is going crazy. Look. Sit down, guys. Sit down. Sit down. Unbelievable. Face off, man. This is a fun night. And we've got so much to cover.
Oh my gosh.
You can hear that music in the background, the excitement, the audience. Kim looks incredible. We've got some exciting news about Kim, which we are going to reveal before the show is out.
Right, we
Our
definitely
little
are.
girl is growing up to the big leagues. We're not going to tell you any more, but it's exciting.
It's exciting. It's going to be a great night.
Yes.
The rehearsals were amazing, weren't they?
They sure were.
Great face-offs.
And look, just where do we start? First of all, you know the deal here with All Access. You've got all the cameras. Should we quickly show them? Take a look at all the different cameras.
The behind
And
the scenes.
what's so cool about this All Access experience is you can put it together. You're the director. You're sitting there in front of your computer and you're tapping away and you can decide what exactly you want to watch. Hi, of course, to everyone out there on Periscope, on Facebook
Periscope
Live.
people.
You know what time it is. It's time for you to let us know what you want to ask. What questions do you exactly want to hear Kim and I answer? So all you've got to do right now is at DWTS All Access. That's the best place to find us. We've got some questions that are coming in already. Let's take one right now. Come on.
All right. Okay.
There we go. Josh. That's right. I'm sorry, my brother. Only an hour tonight. What gives? Well, there's a debate or something going on.
There's kind of debate that's going on.
And apparently the numbers are going to be like all access proportion. They're going to be huge. So we're only an hour tonight. So look, I'm sorry.
But it's a jam-packed hour show. It's very exciting.
Of course. It's easy to get emotional, but it's 1 hour. We're going to be here for 1 hour. So, I know you're excited about that.
Yeah.
And of course, as well as the cameras, you can go around. We can see the up next bar down the bottom there. It tells you who we're going to be talking to. Because tonight is so quick, we're not really going to get to many of our celebs and their pros tonight, but there is so much for us to discuss, Kim, isn't there?
Absolutely. I don't know if we've ever done this face-off before of all these seasons.
It is a very unique week on Dancing with the Stars. Again, here's what's going to happen. 2 pairs will take on one style. One of them will be in jeopardy tomorrow night at the elimination, and one of them will be safe.
So that really kind of could mess everything up because you've got 2 great ones. You've got 2 great ones paired together and someone that would not necessarily in the bottom, maybe in the bottom.
Absolutely. And look, just not only that, think about some of the pairings. One of the pairings we have is Derek and Mary Lou versus Val and Laurie. Now, the 2 people that are right at the top of the leaderboard, one of them will be in jeopardy tomorrow night on the show. Of course, that will be decided by our judges.
Yes.
And look, we've seen the rehearsals, and I'm going to be coming to Kim, and what we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking at what each team needs to do to beat the other team, the strengths and weaknesses, and, of course, what we look for in each dance style. Before we get into it, though, let's take a look at this week's leaderboard.
Yes.
After 2 weeks of the competition, we can see Laurie and Val smashing it, man. Really, they're the ones to beat, right?
Well, Tara and Sasha are not far behind with 1 point.
I think Tara really kind of came out in this competition last week in week 2. And so we can see there that she really is making a play for the competition.
Know what's interesting here, Babyface, I feel like he's kind of the quiet achiever. He's kind of just been, he's done a great job, but he's kind of coasting along, I think.
Yeah.
So I think he's in a really good position.
Well, Kim and I, you and I have talked about this before, and what we said was it's quite good to be in the middle of the pack.
Exactly.
Towards the end, then back.
And then you just like here and then
like Usain Bolt, you just fire off, and then you win the race.
Right.
So maybe that's Babyface's play.
He's got a whole plan. He's got a game plan going on.
Well, look, of course it is face-off week. And I'm going to give you a bit of a challenge here. And for all of you guys, try and work it out, okay? We did some face swaps this week. Let's take a look at them. Who is this?
All right, well, Derek.
You can see.
It's the hair.
It is the hair.
It's the hair. Derek's
Man, that guy's got some good hair. Look, we got the bell. It's incredible, man. I mean, that cost us a lot of money, that bell. We've got a bell guy there.
Good job.
What about this one? Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, bell guy.
Obviously,
please.
Emma and Rick.
Rick looks kind of feminine with that chin,
Rick looks
doesn't he?
actually really pretty, doesn't he?
He's a
I don't know
beautiful
about the
man.
eyebrows on
Nice
Emma.
lips. Beautiful. Okay, what about this
All
one?
right, these two still look so gorgeous. I mean, seriously, it's obviously Gleb and Jaina.
Fab, yeah, that's it. The eyebrows, they're very similar eyebrows, don't you think? We just go back to that? You just look there and you see the eyebrows.
Yeah, they're very similar.
Similar eyebrows, man.
Wow.
Does that mean Gleb's got feminine eyebrows? Or, I don't know.
Gleb is probably one of the prettiest men I have ever seen
Me
in
and
my
Gleb get
life.
confused a lot, so that tells you something,
So,
right?
yeah. All right, here we've got Babyface.
Babyface and Allison.
Allison, yeah, that's Allison.
Okay.
Yep.
What, that's good. What?
Oh my God, this is the most terrifying one of all.
And this one is Kim and I.
Let's get rid of it.
Can we please?
Okay,
oh
that
my
is the
gosh.
most terrifying thing I've ever seen.
Don't show that to children. If there's any kids watching, I apologise.
It's
Thank
horrific.
you. Thank you.
Horrific.
We are getting into the show tonight. Now, as I said, it's going to be very quick pace. It's the leanest, meanest Dancing with the Stars All Access we have ever had. So how we're going to do this is we're going to do the tail of the tape.
Yes.
The tail of the tape, our first challenge tonight will be against Jaina v Babyface.
Yes.
And of course, they will be dancing the jive very quickly. What do we need from the jive?
It's such an energetic dance, fast footwork. We're going to be needing that big energy.
Okay, well, cool. We look here, we see the scores so far in the competition. This is an even Steven situation.
Yeah.
56-56. Now, all of these comments here are things the judges have actually said. Strengths, well, they're a natural. Well, I mean, they really are.
Yeah.
Incredible chemistry. Enigmatic, though, Babyface.
Right?
Yeah. Now,
And then we've got, he can be stiff though, his weakness.
He
You
can
don't want
be
to be stiff in the jive.
yeah. And look, need some extensions. That's what we want to see from.
Yeah, she's got to finish things off.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, sexiness. Well, it's a code red over here.
Oh yeah, I mean
it's
the
easy to
chemistry that
understand
they
why.
have is out of this world.
And then you've also got the DEFCON 3,
Right.
which is very close to code red.
Yes.
Thank you. Just
There
very
we go.
close. I mean,
Even
anyone
Stevens
that
there.
understands, very high alert coding, they are very similar.
But then Babyface is really smooth and cool, calm, collected. I wonder how he's going to go with the jive. We've seen him do these ballroom dances, but he hasn't had a Latin dance.
All right, well,
And
we're
he's up
getting
first,
right into it right now. So here we go. This
All
is
right,
the jive.
this
What
is
are we
a
looking
different
for? Let's
side
do
of
it.
him that we've seen, and I like what I'm seeing. He's still bringing that cool factor.
Yeah.
All right. Yes, he's bringing that cool. I love it.
Yeah, there's something about this guy that's getting better week
He
in,
makes
week
it look
out.
so effortless, and he's got this sort of. I think he's quite a natural myself. All
look,
right, Babyface.
Can we just pause? Can we go back to that? Barbara Streisand is teaching the actual real Barbara Streisand.
Okay, I missed that
Oh
tweet.
wow!
What?
No, we're going to come back to that later on. Barbara Streisand is a fan of All Access. I
Okay,
think
so he's got great jive action going on. All right, here we go. Yeah, he's getting down with it. Woo, yes.
I tell you what, this guy is
Kicks and flicks.
finally starting to look like he's really enjoying it as
You know
well,
what?
right?
I feel like this is such a different side of Babyface that we're seeing. Look, he's having so much fun with this. He's letting his guard down. I feel like this is a great way to kick off this face-off. If I were the other couple, I'd be a little nervous after watching him do this dance.
Well, yeah, look, very quickly, we're about to get straight into it. So why don't we ask that question right now? What do they need to do to beat them? Jenna and Gleb, what do you want to see from them?
They're probably so focused. They're about to go on in 2 seconds. So it's really quick back to back.
And all you've got to do is beat Babyface and you are safe for another
They
week.
just have to beat him by 1 point and then they are safe. So there's a lot riding on this performance tonight because that could put them in a safe place.
Yeah, everyone wants to be safe for another week. Let's see how they can do.
Absolutely.
Remember,
Now-
we are comparing this directly to Babyface. What do you think,
Now,
Jim?
Gleb and Jenna, look at her personality. She's great. Straight off the bat, they're doing jive, they're doing straight out dancing, flicks and kicks. She's gone for the kind of more cutesy jive, fun element. Sugar Push is there, nice jive content. She's been very good. I think she's been very consistent from the get-go, but she still needs to come out of herself a little bit more, and this is a perfect dance for her to do that.
I mean, really, it feels to me like they're both doing a great job, but we are going to make you, Kim, make a decision. I mean, what are you seeing? Which one are you leaning towards right now?
They're very different styles. They've gone with very different jives. The Babyface was very cool. This one's very cutesy, upbeat, high energy personality. There's maybe a little more jive in this. I don't know. I actually am quite impressed with Babyfaces because maybe I wasn't expecting it. It's going to be really tight.
Well, look, that's what you love about this show, Kim, is that we force you to make the decision. I mean, who is better?
I feel like
thank you.
Babyface might just take it. I don't know.
Yeah, I got to say, I think certainly from an energetic and acting and storytelling point of view, then I think Jenna and Gleb had it. But as far as just straight up dancing,
Yeah,
I mean, I'm leaning towards Babyface.
You know what? I wouldn't want to be a judge tonight because that's really tough.
And of course, what is on the line? Well, Jeopardy or the chopping block. You know, someone will potentially, someone will be leaving tomorrow night, and potentially it could be whoever loses this challenge. So we're not going to do any judges' comments. We're going to go straight to their scores and find out. So very soon, straight away, we're going to find out. Who did you think was the better one? Was it Babyface?
Yeah,
was it Jenna? Come on, let us know, guys. At DWTS All Access, you know what to do. Let us know which one you preferred. Who do you think deserves it? Who do you think had the most jive content?
I think Babyface might take it. That's what I don't know. I'm just. So this is now for Babyface, okay?
Yeah.
Oh, Len didn't like it so much.
Okay, so we've got a 6 from Len and a 6 from Julianne.
I think they're going to give it to Jaina.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Interesting.
Which means we have a total score of 25.
Oh.
So all we need from Jenna and Gleb right now is a score that is greater than 25.
Yeah.
They are safe for tomorrow night. This is hard to watch.
Oh, this is going to be so close.
Okay.
Oh.
A 7 from Len.
All right, if we get more than... Oh, my
6.
gosh, it's all riding on Bruno. So they win by 1 point.
Wow. Okay.
Wow, that was so close.
Yes, well, I think it's going to be the way that it plays out all night long. And, of course, they're all incredible.
Oh, they're all incredible.
But
wow.
did you agree? I mean, did you guys think that was the right call?
Yeah.
At DWTS All Access, let us know what you think. Or you can comment down below if you're watching on Facebook Live.
Yes.
Man, it's going to be close.
That's going to be close.
The good news is that now Jenna and Gleb are safe.
So that must feel so great going into tomorrow night. They're just going to be like, all right, let's practice the next dance. But I feel so bad for, these guys are just now automatically in jeopardy, which is a horrible place to be.
It certainly is. On week 3 of the competition, no one wants to be leaving at the early start of the competition, right?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So there's some great dances coming up.
I think that right now what we are talking about is how do you compare these guys? We've got to put Derek and Val. One of them will be on the chopping block tomorrow night.
Yep.
And it's going to be based on the performance and dance that they do and how well they can put it together. So I guess what we're looking for is the dance style and who does the most efficient jive or cha-cha.
Absolutely.
And someone who knows exactly what it's talking about. Kevin, look at this, man. Haley, how you doing?
Hey.
Oh, good. Look, you good?
Welcome to All Access.
This is All Access, man. Can you believe
this is where
it?
it happens.
I love it.
It's exciting up here.
Oh, my God.
This is actually not my first time being up here, but this is my first time having the headset on. So normally I'm like, what? Excuse me, I can't
That's true.
Right.
Normally there's like 10 of you guys, and half of them are shirtless, and it's just like
sitting on each other's laps trying to get into the camera.
Much better, because in so many ways when you're doing it with the troupe, you are a team, but it's kind of nice just to pull away and just have your moment, right?
I like it. A little individual moment.
You came into this, and your background wasn't in ballroom dancing.
Right.
But you've just picked it up like that. Like, you are incredible. How was that for you coming into this, not from that ballroom world?
Oh, my gosh. At first, it was extremely stressful because I was like, I have no idea. It's a complete opposite technique as what I'm actually trained in, which is like ballet, jazz, hip hop, all of that. It's like in ballet, you're very open. In Latin, your knees have to be very close. Like, it's
completely different styles. I trained in ballet, jazz, tap before, but I started ballroom when I was 14, so I was sort of young enough to still do it. But I struggle with the same thing because it's completely different. People don't get it.
Oh my gosh, it's so hard.
And partnering, you're used to dancing on your own.
Yes, you actually have to have a connection with someone else, and you have to be in sync with them. It's really difficult, but it's been the most incredible thing. The entire cast has helped me in so many ways, and
That's
they were all
amazing.
teaching me. And then finally, I started taking lessons.
But
At first, I wasn't.
I
But
think the training in the ballet, jazz, and tap have just helped you.
it
Like,
helps
that's
a lot.
completely. It gives
Oh
you
my
that
gosh.
extra.
And
Yeah.
I know, look, you know, we love the troupe and the pros, and it really does feel like they are all one family. And you got Jenna, who came up this season, for the very first time as a pro. I mean, you're friends with her.
I love her.
How did that feel for her? What was she communicating with you when she got that call?
Oh my gosh. She called us and she was so excited. She's been waiting. She's been on the show, I think it was 5 seasons.
Yeah, she's been on a long
So she's
time.
like, when she first got the email that was like, oh, you're potentially a pro. We don't know. Like, we're kind of
Wow.
figuring out the cast. We're solidifying everything. And when she actually found out that she was a pro, she was so excited. And we, of course, were so happy for her
Yeah.
because we knew she really wanted
Wanted
it.
it.
And she so deserves it. Like, she's the most incredible. She's
You'll
a
get
great-
that call soon as well. You'll get that call soon as
Absolutely.
well, right?
And
Let's cross our fingers.
it's great to start in the troupe and
Of course.
and then you know,
Of course,
know
and you
the
get
ropes.
to be in the rehearsals, so you
Yeah.
actually get to see how they do.
Yep.
How they do with their celebrities, how they're teaching, how they kind of adapt to the celebrity
That's the
every
thing.
single season.
Because
Like,
every
they're
single
all
season's
different.
so different. You have to adapt to the personality
Exactly.
you have with your celebrity and
Yeah,
bring the best out.
and Haley, before we let you go, we're going to get you to weigh in on this cast. But there's obviously these guys have sent in lots of questions, so we're going to take a few right now.
Oh.
This is from Happy Hofen Urbit. Respect.
Okay.
How is the
Wow.
look, there you go. How is the troupe selected for the dancers, or who will be part of each number? How does it happen?
I'm pretty sure, I actually don't even know how they're selected, but I'm pretty sure it's the producers that choose that. I'm not really sure.
I'm
Yeah.
sure
We
they
just get an email that says, hey, you're going to do this bumper,
You're gonna do
this
this
person's
number.
choreographing it, you're in this number. Yeah, so that's actually a really
You
good
just do what
question.
you're
I
told,
don't even
right?
know. Yeah,
We'll get to the
I
bottom
just
of
do my
that.
job.
in your email. You're like,
All
okay.
right, and here's another one from Di. Question for Haley.
Slaley?
Yeah, they call
What's
me
Slaley?
What's up?
What's this?
What's up
Hey,
with
like,
Slaley?
like,
You
Come
know
on.
how I don't really know the lingo anymore, but they say like, oh, she slayed.
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah,
they
yeah.
take my name and they put
Oh, I see
slay
what-
at the beginning
I
of
love
it.
that.
Slaley.
Isn't it great?
So
It
be
makes me feel
Slaying
really
it.
special.
Slaying it, and you'll be slim.
Oh, yeah, okay, great. Slim. I love that.
Slim.
Slim.
Slaley.
So I do love it. It's great.
That's awesome.
It's a very special
Well, look, Haley, I
nickname.
guess you more than anyone get to spend more time with the different, pros and celebs than anyone else, because you guys are working with all the different ones. Who
Right.
do you think's got the most drive this season? I mean, who do you really feel
Oh.
wants to potentially win?
That is a hard one. Honestly, I think James. James pushes himself 110% every single rehearsal.
Uh-huh.
We actually haven't been in a lot of rehearsals because I think the only dance I was in was Jenna's.
Uh-huh.
But I've seen like rehearsal footage and stuff, and just the growth. It really looks like James, like he really,
He's a
really
real
wants
surprise.
it.
I
Yeah.
wasn't expecting
Oh my
that
gosh, he's
from
a
him.
race car driver.
I
and
know.
Yeah.
He's
killing
used to
it.
sitting in a car.
Yeah.
Punched over the wheel as well. I mean, Kim and I have been talking about this,
Yeah.
but look, he is doing incredibly well.
He really
Oh,
is.
And I think
Yeah.
people respect the guys that you just wouldn't expect that from.
Absolutely.
You know?
He's got the drive and...
Of
But
course.
Laurie, I think, is Laurie's certainly.
Oh my gosh,
yeah.
she's even on tour.
It's
She's on
unbelievable.
tour right now.
We saw her, didn't we?
Yeah,
we're
it
at
was
the gymnastics.
amazing.
Yeah,
They were on tour
incredible.
doing this gymnastics thing.
Yeah.
So
She's
yeah,
incredible. She's obviously pushing herself to the max because she's doing that, and on top she's learning all the dances.
Right.
She has to perform them. She has to be back. She's traveling all the time. Like, it's insane, but she's
making it work.
killing it. Yeah.
Well, guys, Haley, we're going to let you go.
We're off
You can hang around because we're about to do the
We're doing
dances
another
right now,
face-off
so you can
here.
come and check it out.
Perfect.
What do you think, Kim?
Harry, okay.
We got Rick versus Vanilla.
You know what?
We love both these guys.
I
they're awesome.
love Rick. I'm falling in love with him.
I love him.
Each dance he does, he brings so much charm and character and personality. Look, he's like the Texan matador
He is
out
a
there.
big
just-
Texan guy
Oh.
with a big personality.
And Emma's doing such a great job with him.
Oh
She's
my
really
gosh.
bringing his personality
Yeah.
out. And
Now,
that's
we're looking for a paso doble here, so what should we
He's
be
giving
looking
me a
for?
whole bunch of paso in there. I mean,
Look at his face.
he's giving the attitude. He's doing paso doble steps. He's obviously looks the part in his matador outfit. I mean, he reminds me very much of Jerry Springer when I danced with Jerry.
Yeah.
Jerry wasn't, necessarily the best dancer, but he gave it personality. I mean, that
Yes.
Yes, Rick.
Yes.
Killing it. Oh,
And look,
so
people
cute.
watch this show, think about it. It's a Monday night. It's the start of their week. They want to have some fun,
He's
And I think
entertaining.
he's a guy that brings that fun.
Exactly.
I want to
love
We do
He's
love
such
Rick.
a
Puts a
bad
smile on your face, doesn't
Okay,
it?
quickly, guys, in between, what does Vanilla need to do?
Oh, Vanilla needs to come out and slay it.
That's a slay.
Yeah, slay it.
Slay it.
Slay.
Oh my gosh, that was so good.
I mean, he's a crowd favourite, but the crowd love him. But here we've got Vanilla. This is something very different for Vanilla Ice. We've seen him, do things in his comfort, although last week was very different. But the Paso Doble, let's see how this works with him. He's still got the Vanilla Ice get up on. He's
He has to
not
have his
departing
little
from that.
flavor.
That's his version of a matador. I love it. The backward hat.
So when we're looking for Paso, which is what the judges are going to be doing, are you seeing more or less than
Okay,
Rick's?
yeah, we've got Paso there. I'd like to see him lift his frame up a little more and some shaping. So he's a bit one-dimensional. I'd like to see a bit more shaping in this Paso Doble. But he's in character. He's got the passion and the aggression going on, hitting lines.
This is amazing.
But this is going to be interesting to see which way the judges go with
Exactly,
this.
they're
Because
so different.
they're so different. Oh, there we go. In the Paso Doble, you have to have your pelvis forward.
Okay.
And you have to have a lot of shaping. And he hit some good lines there, so that was good. He is now doing some shaping. Okay, nice finish.
Wow.
Wow.
And he's got guy liner on too. I
does.
see.
Great
I saw that
finish.
backstage. I
And
was
we're
like,
getting
Oh,
some
really?
great,
love it.
He's
we're getting
going
some great
for it.
tweets in from you guys. Charging my phone to get ready for voting for Vanilla Ice.
That was Jennifer Lynn. She likes Vanilla Ice.
It's
all right.
amazing how much Haley, the support that you must feel from everyone out there,
Oh
right?
my
I mean,
gosh,
that's
it's incredible.
It's the weirdest and craziest thing about this show.
We would be nowhere without their support.
Right?
Like 100%. It's
All right, well,
incredible.
look, we're going to wait for those scores. Thank you
here
so
we
much
go.
for coming up,
Of course.
Haley.
Thanks.
You are welcome up here anytime.
Oh,
And
thank
next
you.
time we're going to be celebrating your
Right.
first time as a pro.
Let's-
Oh, yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that noise.
That's right. That's how we
We've got
do
great
it.
sound effects up here.
Yes.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Let's give her a big round of applause. Thank you, Haley. Thanks for coming
Thanks,
up.
Haley.
So much.
We love you up here.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Bye.
And now we can, I guess,
Result time.
find out the score to beat 23 for
This is
Vanilla
a
and
really
Whitney.
exciting show.
Call it. What do you think? Who's
I
winning? Who's
think
winning this?
Rick.
Who's winning this?
Rick.
Rick is winning it.
Rick's winning. Oh my God, Rick's going to
And-
win it. Is Rick winning?
Which means 23.
Oh, tie. What are they going to do now?
They're both in jeopardy.
So what happens?
That means that they are both in jeopardy tomorrow
They're
night.
both in jeopardy? Are you kidding me?
I don't know that for certain, but we can find
Are you
out.
just making it up?
Yes. I do not know.
We're just making stuff up here on All Access, yes.
Okay, so yeah,
Oh my
23, they both
So now
got the
I'll
same
go to
score.
the head judge, Len. So he saved...
Okay. So there we
Okay.
go. Len, I think, has given
Len
it.
has given it to Vanilla
Len,
Ice.
in this situation, we have just been told, is the tiebreaker.
Wow.
So what that means is that
He gave it to Vanilla?
Len has
did he?
given it to Vanilla Ice. Vanilla Ice has won that challenge.
I think Len's got a soft spot for Vanilla
Listen,
Ice.
who doesn't?
Yeah, right?
He's Vanilla Ice, okay?
Yeah.
Look, all of our crew here
Wow.
are crazy about Vanilla. But look, we love Rick as well, and I think they both did an incredible
I
dance.
thought they both did
As you
amazing.
said, Kim, this is an exciting show this
It
week.
is.
And the
It's-
reason is this is only the third week of competition, and we're really seeing these guys go head to head.
To put them under this pressure in the third week is
Yeah.
really crazy because that's an enormous amount of pressure to be under so early on in the competition, to be
Yeah.
facing off with your competitors.
Yeah.
And it would be really stressful and put them in a different situation.
Absolutely, and it's easy to get stressed, isn't it, Kim?
Mhm. Oh my gosh, absolutely. So stressful.
At the moment, we have some couples that are nervously waiting backstage. We're going to get into that in a minute.
Yes.
But while we've got a minute, we've got Kim here. You guys have been sending in some great questions, so I'm just going to ask a few of your questions. First of all, we appreciate you sending them in.
We love it.
And we've been really trying to get to as many of your questions as possible. Thank you. You don't need to clap, but we really appreciate it. So here we
Lovely,
go.
that applause. So nice.
Kim and Dom, thank you, Josh, first of all, for sending this in. What are some behind-the-scenes things that go into making
All Access.
It's so great? Well,
Oh
look,
my God.
It is. I mean, where do you start?
So much
We've
goes
got a
into
crack
this show.
team. We've got there's
I've got Tommy over here.
how many people in our crew? Probably about like 6 or 7.
6 or 7, the
Yeah.
most incredible, talented people
And I think
in the business.
as Roberto or
We've got...
as Roberto
look at our
said last
team
week, look,
here.
we have grown. This show is just getting better and better, and it's all thanks to you and, of course, our incredible crew. So let's give our crew
Yeah,
a
and
round
the
of
sound
applause.
effects are amazing. We've got to give
Sound
it up for
effect
the
guy.
sound
He's
effects,
incredible.
the
sound
graphics,
effects guy, Tom.
you know.
Just it's what he loves.
It
So
really
thank you.
is.
Thank you, really, for support. It's incredible.
go.
He loves that horn. He loves that horn, doesn't he? All right, this is another tweet, apparently for you, Kim. What do we got?
Yeah? What do we got?
Kim,
Who? Oh, tough one. I got to
Who do
know.
you think is going to win it?
who's
It's a
gonna
tight
win.
season.
That was from
Hashtag no
Katie.
idea. I think we all kind of feel like that at this point.
Right, it's a bit early on to
It
tell.
is hard.
We've got the clear front runners, obviously, with Val and Laurie. And for me, my personal one that's like got to my heart is
Yeah.
Tara and Sasha.
Yeah.
I think that they have done an incredible job every week from the get-go, from that first jive. I remember all of their dances that they did. That jive was such an impact. Then the quick step, I was wondering how they go with the height difference. Couldn't even tell there was a difference. Like, she is so great. She's got such a great natural feel and emotion
And
into the dances.
there's the bigger storyline with her that she just wants to be accepted as a normal competitor.
Absolutely.
And week in, week out, she really is getting better.
Yeah.
The dance technique is what people are looking at, is what they should be
Absolutely.
looking at.
She
And
doesn't
what we're
miss a
seeing
beat.
week on week is that she is getting better in her footwork and the way that she's moving, especially in tonight's performance, which you're about to see.
I've
Her
seen-
dance is
I've seen the rehearsal. It
incredible.
nearly brought me to tears. It was beautiful. But, I mean, gosh, it's early on. You've obviously got Mary Lou and Derek. They're pretty up there. Babyface as well. He's surprised me. And James, too, of course. They're all kind of like up
So
in the
what you're
top of the
basically
leaderboard.
doing, Kim, is you're sitting on the fence. You're
Well,
hedging
kind
your
of
bets.
on the fence a
I mean,
little,
I want the
you know.
Kim Hirschback stamp of approval for one of these. So then when we win,
It's
when
too
they
early.
win, we can go back and show this footage, and you'll look amazing because you'll have called the winner.
Oh, I'll look like such an
Just
idiot too.
try and call it. Go. And
Go. Okay, it's too early to tell. Ask me again. in
say
a
one
couple of
name.
weeks.
Say it.
No, I can't. I'm going to go with two.
Okay, two. That'll do. Who you got?
I'll tell you who I think the final will be.
Okay, go.
Laurie, Tara and Sasha,
Yeah.
and Mary Lou and Derek.
Great job. We got it out of her, guys. So there you go. Do you agree with what Kim has
that
just
may
said?
be the final. I'm just
Do you
saying.
agree with Kim? If you do, let us know. If you don't, let us know at DWTS
I'm going to get all
All
these
Access.
tweets now, like, you're so mean, just picking out these top three.
But look, at this point, they really are the front runners. But anything can happen. We
Anything
are
can happen.
so far away
That's the
from
great thing
those
about
final
the show.
couple
You
of weeks.
never know. Someone can have a bad week and
Yeah.
whoops, you're out.
And look, let's not forget the freestyles and all the great dances that we've got on the way before we find out who our winner is
Absolutely.
this season. Season 23, can you believe?
Oh my gosh, this show just keeps getting better and better. Yes, round of
Thank you.
applause.
It really is. It's worth clapping. So our next pairing up will be James and Shana versus Ryan and Cheryl.
This will be
which is
interesting.
what we're calling laps v laps.
I
You can see
love
this
that.
is the tail of the tape.
They're doing
That
a
music is
cha-cha.
going. First of all, cha-cha, what should we be looking for quickly?
Cha-cha, especially cha-cha's a hard dance for guys to do because you've really got to use your hips.
Okay.
And a lot of, athletes, guys, they feel uncomfortable doing that. Both James and Ryan are really comfortable in frame. That's what their dances have been. Oh, hi! Are we done?
Here we are. It's always awkward for
It's
you to be
always awkward
watching
'cause
at
you're like-
home because
Yeah.
you're like, what is happening? And yeah, we are waving. And it
We
is
were
all
doing
happening.
a wave and it's like really awkward.
All right, so let's quickly now, while we look at this tail of the tape one more time, let's take a look.
Yeah.
We can see from the scores, James is a little bit ahead with 60 on over 48. Now, these are comments that the judges have actually made so far this season. The
Right.
strengths for James first, he's a strong actor, he can really get into character.
Yes.
The strengths for Ryan, he is emotionally open and
open.
available. Now, let's talk weaknesses. He needs shape. What does that mean?
That means what we were talking about before. He's a little bit one-dimensional. He needs to start shaping more, but that's being really nitpicky, actually. But I think they're saying that because he's really good.
Yeah, they've got to give him something to work on.
Absolutely.
Ryan, on the other hand, weakness, posture.
Posture. Well, that's the thing. He's used to being in the pool, so it's really hard for him. He's used to just swimming, so he's got to fix his posture up in his frame. So he's got to do that.
All right, and laps, well, they both do them, okay? They both understand.
Yep.
And look, intangibles, the things that, could give them the win.
Yeah.
Well, he's a Canadian, James.
Hey?
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 Amazing. And he's super duper tall.
He
Ryan.
is very tall.
Now, I think on paper, when you're looking at this feels like it's going to be James's race. Feels like he's going to be the
60,
winner.
he's so far ahead.
What does Ryan need to do you think? What do you want to see from him to
Ryan's-
really get up to that level? Because he
Ryan-
knows he's the underdog.
He
obviously.
does, but I think Ryan has got the potential to really show us a different side of himself with the cha-cha. He's done some ballroom dances where he's been in frame. He's got to let go. He's got to get his hips involved. He's got to be sexy in this cha-cha, and I want to see that come out in him tonight. I think
right.
he can do it. He's got an amazing teacher in Cheryl. She'll definitely crack the whip. I know that for sure. And we've got James up first.
All right, well, let's tell us what you think. What are we seeing? Are we seeing enough
James looks so
cha-cha?
comfortable. Oh, yeah, at the moment. And James has actually done a lot of dances with troupe and very theatrical dances. This is a dance where he's just doing a straight cha-cha. He looks so natural. He's doing nice Cuban breaks there, got good leg action. Oh, they've got a nice little chemistry, sexy bit going on there.
Now look, these guys obviously know that they're in the pole position.
They do.
Are they putting together a really solid dance, or are
This
you
is
seeing
a very solid dance. A lot of cha-cha. He's even flicking back the jacket there. He's hitting his lines. Oh yeah, he's got the smile going on. He's making this look very natural and comfortable. Whoa, and he's got the hips moving too. Nice, James. Yeah.
Yeah, he's really
All
enjoying
right.
himself.
James is into this. This is much better than their rehearsal. I saw their rehearsal and he was a bit hesitant today. He's definitely pulled it out of the bag right now. That's a lot of cha-cha in this dance. I think this is going to be hard act to follow, but hopefully Ryan can pull it out. Wow, that was really good.
The intangible when it comes to Ryan is Cheryl. Okay, now she is a pro.
She is a
She
pro.
has been here under these sort of pressure positions.
Absolutely.
Now, Gina is about to come in here, so if you've got any questions for her at DWTS All Access. But first, we're going to look at the second dance, and we're going to get you to
Ryan.
critique.
Yes, absolutely. Oh, we're in darkness.
Ryan
Okay, looks good so far.
and Cheryl, here we go. Is this better or worse? Are we seeing cha-cha content? Let's go
What
for it.
they were wanting to see better posture. I think we're seeing a great posture right here now, and that's really clever with the silhouette because it really focuses on the shaping and the posture. Oh, here we go. Yep, opening up the shirt, Cheryl. She's
Yes.
showing off the assets.
And look, you were talking about this in dress rehearsal, that there was a lot of Cheryl dancing
Okay,
around
at
him.
the moment he hasn't done... Oh, yep, there we go. That was really good. He was doing some nice cha-cha leg action there.
Because I think one of the things we've got to remember is the judges judging this on who's better or who has improved the most from week to week. Because Ryan is a great dancer, but James has proven himself to be a front runner.
I mean, James has definitely proven himself to be a great dancer, but Cheryl's put together an amazing routine for Ryan. I think he's improving every single week. I'd like him to see do a little bit more cha-cha right now. There we go. This is good.
Yeah, Cheryl is a great
Cha-cha locks.
teacher.
I think this is great. This is good. Yes, Ryan. I was seeing a different side, which is what I wanted to see. He's even doing body rolls. Whoa. Yes, Ryan. That was good.
Yes, he is definitely improving.
Now, who's going to take the title?
All right, so I guess now the big question is between those two,
Ooh.
we need to decide which one the judges are going to reward. Now, on paper, you'd say that this is James's win because he is certainly the better dancer, but Ryan certainly is improving week to week.
Ryan is definitely improving week to week, and I think that was
dance that was put forward by Cheryl.
Cheryl put a great dance together. Just looking at that, though, I'm going to say James might just take it because there was a little more cha-cha content in there.
All right,
So,
we are looking at our scores now from our judges. We can see 7s, 8s.
I've got a feeling that James is going to take this one. He looked really
All right,
confident.
so 29. We are moments away from Jenna stepping in, guys.
That's a tough
So
one.
questions at DWTS All Access, fire them in while we find out
What this score is. Oh.
who will be winning this third challenge tonight. 7 from Lynn,
Wow, he likes
6 from Carrie-Anne, a 6 from Julianne, and a 6 from Bruno, which means that Ryan and Cheryl will come in second place, meaning that they are in jeopardy tomorrow night.
Right.
So someone, of course, will be eliminated. We're going to get to that very soon. But right now,
I'm
we're going to
hop
welcome
out, so we'll
one
let
of our
Jenna come in.
next guests. Jenna, come on in here. How are you? So fabulous to have you up here. Look at you. And can I just say, you came in today, you got already just for all of us here at All Access, right?
Yes, just for All Access.
And look, what a journey it has been for you. We just talked to Hayley, right? And she was telling us about the moment that you called the troupe and you were like, oh my goodness, I got this email. It's saying that I might be a pro. I'm kind of freaking out. I mean, was that how it was? I mean, I guess that's what you want. You work so hard that you never know if it's going to happen or not, right?
Yeah, you get like an initial like, oh, we're considering you. And it's so bittersweet because I have been on troupe for 5 seasons, and so they're my closest friends. But then there's that like hope there's that light at the end of the tunnel, like, oh my gosh, I might be a pro.
Yeah.
Anyway, so then I got the phone call and I screamed for like 10 minutes straight.
And it's kind of understandable because you are so part of the show, even as the troupe. But when you're in the pro, you kind of, it's the big leagues, right? You're part of the competition.
Yeah.
How much of it was nerves, or did you totally feel like, you know what, I got this?
You know, I'd been prepping myself for all of those seasons, and so I feel like I was ready, but there's no comparing that moment when you finally are on the dance floor for yourself and with a partner. And so it was so many nerves and very overwhelming. But
And what was the moment for you that you were like, okay, wow, we're doing this? Was it meeting Jake for the first time? Was it walking out on the premiere?
It was the premiere. When we walked out, we did the opening number, and they said, Jenna and Jake. I was just like, oh my gosh, this is real. This is
I imagine, and I hope that you had a crew somewhere, family that were all watching with the TV going, yeah, when that happened.
For sure. My whole family was watching at home, and my mom was in the audience with my sisters, so it was the best feeling ever.
Well, look, we opened the doors to these guys and said, look, what do you want to know? What do you want to know about your experience?
Yeah.
We're going to talk about a shoot that you did in Malibu with Keo as well, but first let's take some questions from these guys.
Questions!
So, oh my goodness, right? Jenna, I voted for you so many times. Look at this. Thank you, Katie. I thought you guys were really improving. Were you surprised that you left? You know, what was going through your mind? Because you never know, right?
You never know, and especially I feel like week one, you don't have a ton of time to learn about the celebrities, and so I feel like it could have gone so many ways. But I was shocked, but not disappointed, because I felt like Jake did his very best, and I was so grateful for the journey. But you never expect to go home first,
Of course.
I think. And so
you actually forget, everyone that comes up here, you forget that it's a competition
Yeah.
sometimes. And then it's like the lights change, it's
and then
elimination.
somebody's like going home,
Yeah.
and that was a little hard and unexpected, but again, I wouldn't change anything.
All right, well, let's see what else questions we've got here. Were you more nervous or more excited going to a pro this season?
Oh my gosh, more excited.
Thank you, Ola.
For sure. More excited, ecstatic.
You kind of got skin in the game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're part of the competition.
Yeah, I was like, I'm down. Let's do this.
All right, well, what new things did you learn about being a pro after being a pro for the first time?
I gained so much more respect for the pros. It's a lot to handle. You do your own costumes, you do the choreography, you're in charge of teaching somebody. It's a lot of responsibility. But yeah, and so the pros that have been doing this forever, Cheryl, Max, Derek, I just gained so much respect that they put themselves in this stressful environment so many times.
Yeah.
But it's a blast.
But
it's
then
so
you learn, and each time you get better, and there's things that you do differently.
Totally.
Okay, we'll take a few more questions. Great questions, guys, as well. Great questions. If you could choose any celeb, because we know you're going to be back, we want you to be back. If you could cherry pick any celebrity in the world, on the planet Earth.
This is so easy. Ryan Gosling, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
I think he might do the show, right?
Like this emoji 100 times.
Okay.
This emoji.
I love that doing that. This is double emoji. Okay, I pray to God that happens for you.
Oh my gosh, me too.
Can you imagine?
No.
What does a day in the life of Jenna look like?
Oh,
Come on.
man.
I mean, that's a tough question.
Yeah, I wake up pretty early. I go to the gym. I have an obsession with running, so that always happens. I go to rehearsal. I love to get ready. I love to eat food. I love to sleep.
That's it. You do a lot of the essentials.
You know, just the usual.
I know, I like it. I think we're painting a picture, right? We'll just do one more question. What is your favorite dance to choreograph or teach? That's a great question, Jenna. Thank you.
Favorite dance, Argentine tango. It's so sexy. It's so passionate, and there's nothing like that partnership of an Argentine tango with a man and a woman. It's just the most intimate, and I love it.
All right, well, we are about to do another tale of the tape, really, because we've got Jenna here, and we've got Kim here. So come on in, Kim, come back in. We're going to keep all of you guys here together.
The Johnsons taking over all access.
Yeah, the Johnsons
Really?
here. All right.
Pershback, I guess now.
Okay, guys, we're going to have a game because we've got you love the games. I have never. You both know how this is played.
Okay.
We've got two of my favourite pros up here right now because you're a pro now. You know what I'm saying? All right, here we go.
Yeah, Jenna.
Have you ever had a diva moment that you've regretted
A diva moment.
in your life?
Probably.
Come on, that's an easy one. Okay, have you ever called me like, hey? Well, I mean, these questions are great. Have you ever called me because you didn't actually know my name, and so you were just like, hey?
Yeah,
It says, have you called me
it's
baby
always
or love?
hidden.
I
Hey,
did
babe.
I did
Babe's
when
a
I
good
met
one.
Robert Herjavec, my now husband. I
What?
didn't know. I was like, hi, when he walked in the door.
Hey, babe,
Oh, look how that turned out.
Well, look at that. Have you ever tried to sneak a look at your intro package before show day? Look at this. You guys are really nailing this. Have you ever denied a rumor that was actually true?
It's not a rumor.
Come
You
on,
know you
Kim.
do.
Yeah,
Trio
probably.
week, Kim. Trio week.
Okay, have you ever Netflixed and chilled with the Dancing with the Stars celeb or cast member? Oh, look at that. Man, I love these questions, guys.
Oh my gosh.
All right, guys. Well, look, we've got you both here. You're both dance experts. So what we're going to do is we're going to just segue. I'll take these
Thanks.
paddles. You both did
That
well.
was
You both
great fun.
passed. Congratulations.
Oh my God, she's my like heart. I love
Now
her
I know
so
that Tara.
much.
She's my spirit
Kim
animal.
is a huge fan of Tara.
Oh my
What about
gosh.
you,
Me too.
Jenna? I mean,
Spirit animal. She's goals on goals on goals.
She's unbelievable. Look at the feeling
Look
she
at
has
her.
with her arms. She doesn't miss a beat.
No.
She's so fluid in her movement.
One of my favorite things about her is her chest and her upper body, and I think that
Yeah.
might be the height difference. But it's so beautiful the way that she holds and presents herself. Is
You don't notice the height difference with them.
no.
Because they just dance so beautifully together, and Sasha's done the most incredible
I'm
job.
so proud of
okay,
her.
we're talking Viennese waltz. That's what we want to see. Are
And
we
you-
seeing a lot of technique in there as well?
Absolutely.
It's
She's flying around the floor.
Yeah.
She's so graceful and elegant. The Viennese waltz can really catch a lot of people up, but
Yes.
not her. That was so graceful and fluid. You want to go through movement to movement, and it was just beautiful.
Yeah, I think certainly in the last couple of weeks, Tara is starting to come through as a bit of a front runner.
For
I mean,
sure.
Laurie, really, it's tough to beat. I mean, and you must feel that almost when you're working on the show and you're going, she's an Olympian.
I know.
People are going to
Like
love
the
her.
Jake, she just won a gold medal.
Yeah,
just
like literally
recently.
like 5 minutes ago. So what does Calvin need to do here? Are you seeing as much technique with him? We know the guy's lovable. He's very, very likable. What about technique? What are the judges going to be looking for?
I think especially for a man in this dance, he has to be in command and in control, and he has to show that he has those lines.
Yeah. You want to look for the nice frame.
Yes.
That's what they're going to be looking for when he's in closed hold. And he's got a nice frame. I mean, he's so tall.
He's so tall.
He's huge. But he's doing nice Viennese crosses now.
Yes.
I'd like him to, you know what happens with tall guys? They tend to want to go down.
To look at
So
their partner.
They need to relax their knees more to get down in the base, but not come over the top. So he's doing that a little bit. I'd like to see him lift his chest up a little more and get softer in his legs.
Well, in so many ways, it's about making the height not a factor for both of these couples, right?
Absolutely.
Who's done it better?
I think Tara and Sasha might have this. I'm just going to call
I'm
her.
going to have to agree.
Yeah.
I love this partnership so much. But
I love
think,
them too.
I think Tara and Sasha may have this one on them.
I think that in this Viennese waltz, I didn't notice the height difference with Tara and Sasha, but I did a little more with these guys.
All right, guys. Well, look, you're both here. You're both pros. You both know what you're talking about. So we're going to put you on the spot. Who's winning out of this? These two
think Tara
couples?
and
Tara and Sasha.
I think they're
All
going to
right,
take it.
I mean, this is hard.
It's
I don't
so
know.
hard.
Yeah.
Oh, Tara and
It's
Sasha.
so
And
tough.
it's kind of tough because I think that James obviously is a better dancer, and so he beat Ryan.
Yeah.
So you're kind of like, well,
Right.
that's because he's a better dancer. So it's hard to kind of really compare these two.
But these two have both been doing really well. They've
Yeah,
both been
you're
getting
right.
good scores.
You are right. This is a closer.
independently, yeah.
And look, don't
So-
forget what we've also got coming up is Derek v. Val.
Yeah.
Both of those
That's
great
going to
pairings.
be
That's gonna
very
be
fierce.
crazy.
Yeah.
I know, because they're both so well.
All right, so the guys, the score to beat is 30. We're about to find out.
Oh, here we go. This
Yes.
is such an exciting night. I didn't think it would be
It really
as
is.
This is
exciting.
actually one of my favorite shows
Right?
so far.
Me too.
And it is
Wow.
so quick,
Oh my
we are going to
gosh.
find out
Oh my gosh.
who
I
is
think
in
they're gonna win. I
jeopardy.
think we're wrong.
Oh my gosh, they have it.
No way. They're going to win.
They did it.
Wow.
Oh my gosh,
Wow.
they did. Well, eat my words.
Wow.
So there you go.
Wow.
You guys
for
were
them.
both wrong.
I
Both
know.
wrong.
Shoot, we're not pros.
Oh, well.
Calvin and Lindsay win the challenge, which means they are safe tomorrow night at the elimination. But
I don't think Tara's going anywhere.
I don't think she's going anywhere
I
either.
think she's going to be here for quite a few weeks.
She's
Yeah.
a crowd favorite.
For
She's
sure.
she's beautiful. I
so
love her.
inspirational, man.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
She really is.
This is going to be so exciting.
Yeah, I
oh my
cannot
gosh.
wait to see these
Who's
two face
gonna
off.
win?
Okay, so yeah, at this point now, it is really about for us to be doing this, like in the third week of competition, forcing these guys to challenge like this.
There's a lot to go through in the third week.
It's kind of like switch up week a little bit. You know how much
True.
pressure that one is?
Yeah.
I feel like, but I kind of like this one. This
This one's
It's
good.
great.
exciting.
Because you see the different, like when the competitive streak comes out,
Yes.
you see a different side to someone.
Well, you know, and I feel like when it's just regular competition, you're being compared to a lot of people.
Yeah.
But I feel like when you're just paired next to each other, it opens a lot of people's
Such a direct
eyes.
comparison. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I remember when we used to have Tony Dovolani, wherever he is out
Oh,
there,
man.
and he used to say, "Look, when I get eliminated, one of the things that we miss you, Tony." I'm looking up there. He's up there doing the lighting.
Alan,
But
my God.
Alan is here.
That is so freaky.
Alan, was that you dancing as a certain someone?
It might have been, or it might have been Donald Trump. Who knows?
I know he's a huge All Access fan, so hey, Donald, if you're watching, big night tonight for him.
Good luck
Yeah, big
tonight.
night with Trump.
Alan,
Hopefully
look,
you're not watching.
we got you here, your troupe, obviously, and we've got this young lady here that was a pro for the very first
Yes.
season.
And she did amazing.
How proud were you of her, and when she gave you the call and sort of told the gang, how stoked was everyone?
Alan was one of the first people I
I
did
was
tell.
honestly so stoked.
That's
you know,
great.
on Troop, we spend every minute together, and you want to become a pro so badly, and it's such a good feeling to live vicariously through Jenna, because she did an amazing job. And
But Gina,
it's
I
just-
think
next.
Alan's going to
Yeah,
get the call up. Don't
Yeah,
worry about
you'll
that,
get the
right?
call, don't
I mean,
worry.
soon it'll be Alan.
put in a good word.
Okay, Alan, well, while we've got you here as well, you seeing everyone down there, you guys get a chance to, see these guys a lot more than we do when
Yeah.
we're watching the show. Who do you think's got the ability to grow enough for what's it going to take to win the competition? Because people don't want to see someone that sort of is good all the way through.
Yeah.
They need to
They
know
need
that
that
they
light.
can
The
get
There
there.
needs to
journey.
be. Yeah.
What do you think, Alan?
You know,
Don't worry, they're not going to see this footage.
no. I'm really surprised by Calvin. Calvin started to really grow in these past 2 weeks. Also, James.
Isn't
was
he
gonna say
a big
James.
surprise?
Yeah, I mean,
I think he could possibly win
I
it.
wasn't expecting James to be so good, and he's so natural. On
yeah,
that.
and he just looks like he's enjoying it,
He
which
does,
is
doesn't he?
amazing.
In that cha-cha, he looked like he was just having the time of his life.
Yeah. So I mean, to me, I would say James is the
dark
one,
horse
the
of the
dark horse,
competition.
the one who has been growing and will grow.
Well, I think, what we're hearing from these guys more than ever before is this season is so close and so tight because we've got some front runners, but then we've got some people that are really developing and coming through. Where sometimes it's very obvious how it's going to play, and I don't think that we have that sense right now.
Yeah.
Right.
I think honestly, there's always like that halfway mark when things kind of shift in the competition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think we're approaching that shift in just a few weeks.
The halfway mark sort of shows who's going to go up and who's going to drop
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But
Yeah, and look, this is a long race to that finish line,
It
and there's
is.
so much work. You look at the fact that you've only got 3 or 4 days sometimes to turn this around. After you've done that 3 or 4 weeks, it takes a certain skill set to be able to continue to back it up,
Absolutely.
right? With
Exactly.
the
'Cause it gets
injuries,
frustrating.
did Jake? Were there any injuries with him?
Yeah, he actually, his ankle, had been recovering from a year-long ankle recovery. And so we had Jive week 1,
Yeah.
and that was so much force on that shattered ankle. And so that was a struggle because he hadn't been doing anything physical since that injury. And
Right.
so
And that's going to put an extra stress on you as well, because
Yeah.
you're like, oh.
I'm like, great, okay, well.
And you
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah.
don't want them to get injured.
Yeah.
Of all
Not
the
week
dances
one.
you could get. it's
Yeah,
like,
Jive. I know,
there
it's
you
like
go.
awesome.
And Alan, have you had any bad injuries or what?
I mean, once I did pop my ankle, but knock on wood, no more injuries.
No more
Yeah.
injuries.
Well, I tell you, look, we wish you guys could stay up here all night long, but this show is so quick. It's like
Yeah.
literally
It's
almost
it's
over.
fun fight.
It's almost over.
So we're going to thank Jen for coming up. In
you
fact,
for
look, I
having
know
me.
that these guys here really wanted you to come up.
I'm so happy I was
thank you
here.
so much for coming in.
Of course.
And look, we got you a mirror ball here.
You did.
This is the all access
you're
mirror
a
ball.
Look at that.
That's
That's
it.
so
I am a winner.
Congratulations.
Thank
yes.
you.
It's an all access
beautiful.
mirror ball, but I mean, come on.
It's still a
take
mirror
it.
ball.
I'll
It's
take
still a
it.
mirror ball.
Thanks,
you,
Gina.
guys.
Thanks for
Thanks,
coming.
guys.
Thank
See
you,
you
Alan.
later.
See you
Bye.
guys later.
Keep that mask safe, brother.
And take your little mirror ball.
Thanks, Alan.
All right. So
Look at that.
now
We had a full house up here, huh?
we did.
It is always
Big
nice
party
to
up
talk.
here.
And you know what? I love the Troop guys. You
Oh,
really
they're
can
the
sense
best.
their energy
Their
and desire to make it through as a pro.
enthusiasm for it.
Yeah.
All right, well, look,
they're
let's
great.
get back into it. The tail of the tape here. We are looking at a big
Maureen.
matchup. Maureen and Amber. The scores you can see there are tied at 48 so far this
Wow.
season. The strengths, there's things that the judges have actually said. The strength, she's eager. She really wants to
She
learn,
does
right?
really want it.
And
Yep.
look, because of Max, the strengths over on Amber's side is that there's a lot of creativity there. But let's talk weaknesses. Self-conscious.
She is a bit self-conscious, and I think she's got to get that inner confidence because she has it. She's got to believe in herself and really bring a bit of confidence to the dance
And you look at
floor.
Amber, same sort of thing, needs polish.
She needs polish. That's the thing. I feel like she does. She's got all of the moves right, but she just needs to really polish them off.
All right, we're looking at the partners there. I mean, we've got to weigh in. We've got the Stone Fox over here, Adam.
Right.
Let's get that shirt off.
Let's
He's not
love
afraid of
it.
it. Then you've got the Stone Heart over there, Max Savoy.
Absolutely.
All right, and the intangibles, Djibouti, obviously, over on Amber's side.
Absolutely.
And there could be some Djibouti dancing.
Yeah.
And then a possible swoon.
All right.
Yeah, okay.
There
So
we
look, there's
go.
lots to discuss.
Lots to discuss here.
Now, of course, what are we looking at? We are looking at a salsa.
The salsa, now they're both going to have to really bring it because the salsa is such a fun dance. You've really got to shake it. Maureen is going to have to bring a lot of confidence to the dance floor in this dance, otherwise it's not going to look great. And the same with Amber Rose. She's going to have to really bring it. And as we're seeing, I think she's dancing to J-Lo's song called Booty or something.
She almost
which is
looks
very
unrecognizable
appropriate.
with the wig,
She does,
doesn't
with this brown wig. Wow. Okay, we've got a lot
so
of
what do we
salsa
think?
steps
Lots of
happening
salsa?
here. All right, she's going for it. I feel like she's going for it more than I have seen her in the other dances. I think in the past couple of dances that she's done, she's been a little hesitant, or she's maybe had a bit of self-doubt. But I think she's lifting her game up a little bit in this dance. Maybe she feels more at home with this song, with this style of dance. Oh yeah, there we go.
She's making the
Work
booty.
it.
She's letting the booty do the work for her.
Somehow I've got a feeling that Maureen's salsa is going to be very different to this one.
Yeah. And of course, we're going to make you choose one.
Of course you are. All right, yeah, we've got a lot of booty going on here.
Well, yeah, look at we've got the shirt
Oh, yeah.
opening there. He's looking good.
So they're wanting to see more polish. I think in this dance you can really be free and let yourself go. Do you know what? It's kind of weird. I'd like to see her let herself go even more. And I think that's going to really put her into another level.
So
she has to
sell the character
I
a
think
bit
she
more?
has to
Is that
sell
what you
it
mean?
more. Yeah, I feel like she doubts herself a little bit. And she's got everything there to be really good.
Well, I think when it comes to that sort of sex appeal and just really
Well,
being
she's
able
got
to...
that, you
she's
know,
got that in
she's gotta
spades.
just own
We're not
it.
maybe seeing that.
I feel like I want
and
her
that
to
could be
own it
her.
more.
That could be her secret weapon.
Could be.
All right, well, let's go into Maureen and Adam.
All
what
right.
do they need to do to win? And are you
So
seeing
you kind of got
enough
sugar and
salsa?
spice here. You've got that spicy sort of salsa.
Yeah.
Now we've got her all dressed up in her frills. And at the moment I'm seeing this is quite polished. Her footwork's really good. Timing's great. I really like what I'm seeing here from Maureen. She looks more confident than I have ever seen her look. And Adam's put a lot of salsa content into this dance.
Yeah, incredible.
We've got a lot of hand passes going along, a lot of footwork.
Very
they're
difficult
really-
to compare this to what Amber did. But
It's a completely different version of a salsa, but look at her face. She's really owning it. She looks like she's having fun, and she's into the spirit of this dance. I think that they're a really good partnership, and I think they've grown together. And I think Adam's so good at bringing out the best in Maureen, and this is what he's done in this number. She's doing a lot of dancing in this. I'm impressed with this salsa.
okay, well, I guess the question is, will our judges be impressed, or will they give the win
Wow.
to Amber and Max?
Oh, it's going to be, you know what? It's kind of like apples and oranges because they were so completely different. It's really hard to compare them.
What are the judges, do you think, going to be looking for then? Are we looking for technique, or are we looking for
There's going
improvement?
to be a whole lot of things. They're going to obviously look for improvement of how they're improving every single week. The technique of the salsa, they want to see great, hand passes and good good leg action, timing. They want to make sure you're on time. But the salsa is all about owning it and your confidence. It's a party dance, and it's not as technical as some of the other dances. You can let a few things slide. So they're going to be looking for someone who's really gone out there and owned it. It's a tough one because they were so different. Maybe Maureen might have it. I don't know. I was wrong on the last one, so I don't know if I want to play this game anymore.
Okay, look, Max is not happy. You can see when Max doesn't get happy.
I missed his face. Is he not happy?
Yes, he is not happy with those scores. And I think that, look, if you're looking at it now, you'd say Maureen maybe is going to win with Adam.
With Adam.
Of course, putting her safe for tomorrow night. 25 is the score to beat.
Okay, so she's starting off with some high scores.
7
I
from
think she's going
Kiri-Ann
to
and
beat
Len.
them.
7.
Yeah, she's got it. Wow.
And
wow.
there we go.
That's going to be great for her confidence.
Absolutely.
What a booster. Because I think
28 to 25. Maureen and Artem take the victory out, which means they, of course, are safe.
And she was in jeopardy, I think, last week. Was she? Maybe I'm wrong. But I think she needs that confidence boost. And I think she was a little nervous going up against Amber Rose. She's, she's got all that sex
whole lot of
appeal
women.
and so I think that she was a little nervous about that. So this is a good win for Maureen.
I think we're really seeing a dramatic improvement, certainly from last week to this week.
Right.
And Maureen, she's really, I think that last week was very fun, and she got a real chance to experience everything that Dancing with the Stars is.
Absolutely.
With Flo and Brady Bunch.
And dancing to the theme song. I think that was nice for her. And
I think now she really understands.
Maybe she's feeling more comfortable in her own skin and feeling settled here in the ballroom.
Oh my gosh, look who we got here.
Hello, Keo.
My man.
Come on in here.
Come on in.
Oh my God.
We are always so happy.
Fun.
You love it up here, right?
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
This is where the fun is.
Kim, you look amazing.
Why, thank
Doesn't
you.
she
You
look
look
great?
amazing too.
Are you married?
What do you think?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
married, dude. Too late for that, brother. Well, look, Keo, you've had a chance to really experience this season, right?
Yes,
You've got to meet all these celebs and their pros. Who impresses you? Who's someone that you've gone, wow, that is, I did not expect that.
I'll say Tara and Sasha.
Yep.
And I'll also say Babyface.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Babyface has been a big surprise,
Yeah,
huh?
he did a drive today, and I was like, oh my God.
I was.
Wait, what?
I know.
Like, Alison literally did like the drive that she would do with Riker, for example. You know?
It was a great jive.
It was a great drive, and I was like, wow.
Yeah.
You know,
And he looked like he had fun doing it, didn't he?
Amazing.
And I was impressed with that Argentine tango last week.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I think he's really getting into the character of each dance.
Yeah, I think it's for me, like being not competing and looking at everyone. Now I'm like, oh, interesting, very interesting. Like I see how everybody's doing it and how now I can look. I'm like, you should have done that. You should have done that. Maybe not that. You know,
it comes with it. Of course, you can see behind they are setting up. It's going crazy here. The lights are going in and out.
Yeah.
But you can really learn so much from season to season, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the guy that you started when you did the troop, all the way through to your pro experience.
Oh, yeah.
What's the biggest lesson that you've learned that you'd pass on to, say, these troop guys that are trying to get up to the big leagues?
You know what? The thing that I'll say is I'm so grateful for the troop members. Like, I get to experience right now and say, these guys, they work so hard. Like, for example, my dance with Jody last season, they came onto our jive at the end, and they were like a huge part of the dance, like the jive. And if it wasn't for them, it was going to be that production, that big, that alive. If it was just me and Jody, it was going to be not that wow. But, because they added so much value into our dancing, and I really appreciate them. And being in the troupe this season, I get to work with them and also throw ideas and work together. It's fun, and I'm dancing. So it's fun.
Yeah, you get to dance full out every week, and you get to do the fun bumpers. And
and look, you're part of the family, and look, so all these guys here, they've asked some incredible questions. We're going to do some quick-fire questions with you, Keo. Here's the first one from Josh.
Right.
What is it like to be in the troupe? Do you have fun dancing as a friggin' zombie?
Oh, that number was fun.
Incredible.
Oh my, that number was so fun. I think, for like the first time, I've never been a zombie in my life, obviously.
We've
but
got a photo of it. There you are there, man. Look, there's you in the corner there.
Oh my God, I look great though.
You do look great.
I look good.
That was
Kim,
a great number.
I look good, yeah?
You do look good. Yeah.
You enjoy it. Look, and hats off to the hair and makeup department, because they always do a great job.
Oh,
Keo, this is from Melissa. If you could be paired with any celeb from this season, who would you pick?
Jenna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she's hot.
Yeah, she is hot. She's sexy. She's very attractive.
Isn't
she? She walked in the first day and she was like, Keo, and I was like, what's up, sexy?
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's
she is. And she can move. She can dance.
Where's Keo? Like, what happened now? Can I get the light?
Look at this, man. We've got one more question from Kelly. Keo, I'm loving the beard. Man, everyone's loving that beard.
Yeah.
But what about shaving it into a goatee on All Access?
No.
We've got a shaver. Come on, let's get the shaver.
No. Please, no shaving.
Not messing with the beard.
No, I like it. I think it's more mature. Like
it more manly.
It complements my
You don't get ID'd when you go out?
No. Actually, no. You know,
Really?
yeah, no,
Look, there it is there. Because
Love it.
we can't really see the beard live because of the lights, but we can see it there and we like it. Not, you didn't go with the
Yeah,
top,
why don't you
the
go
top
with the
lip,
top
with the
bit?
moustache bit.
Today you look like you've got more of the
No,
top lip.
yeah, because I had a pimple right here, and I had to shave everything
Wouldn't it be
off.
better if it covered the pimple?
No, but now it's gone now.
Oh.
So now it's, yeah.
So, man, we are learning so much
We
about
really
you, Keo.
are.
Yeah.
We're
Now
sharing
it's it's so funny because now I get to enjoy Los Angeles. You know, since I came in Los Angeles, I literally flew in, went to rehearsal with my partner my first season.
Right.
And then I went on tour. Then I did another season, tour again, season. Now I'm just like, oh my God, let's
That's
enjoy
nice.
this. Let's
Yeah.
enjoy Los Angeles.
Well, look, man, we appreciate you coming up. We always love you
Thank
up here at
you
All
very
Access.
much. I
Give
love
these
you,
guys a
Kenny.
wave.
Love you
Just
too,
give them a wave
Keo.
down the bottom here. Come on, get right into the
Yeah,
camera.
yeah.
Get that,
There
man.
you
Where
go.
you at? He's
There you go.
there, and he's going to be
All
hanging out over here answering some of your questions. Thank you so much.
Come
Let's
on,
give Keo a
come
big round of applause. Look,
Thanks, Keo.
we love Keo. Look at that, man. If only. Now we are straight
All right,
into it, which
this is
means
the last face-off of the night. Here we go. Now, we have our front runner here, Laurie, with Val, doing a tango, which is a very different style to what we've seen her do. She's had all bright, bubbly dances with the jive and the cha-cha. I'll be interested to see how she can focus in and get into character. But right now, she looks incredible. She's fierce. Okay, for them to light up their feet, they must be really confident because you can't hide anything with glowing feet. That's a bold move, but if anyone can do it, it's these two.
And look, what we saw from the package is that Val was really trying to show a different side of Laurie. He didn't
Okay.
want her to be just always this girl with the big smile. She had to have a bit of, a little bit of edge to her.
She looks unbelievable. Dare I say, it's kind of flawless. This is amazing. In the tango, you want to stay nice and flat. Her footwork, her leg action is incredible, and she's getting into the character, which I think she gets into every character, but I thought she may have a few, laughs and stuff, but she is in the emotion of this tango. That was
Fantastic.
okay. That was ridiculous.
Yeah.
That was kind of flawless.
And what you could really feel was
Wow.
that the intensity, and we have not seen
She
that
had
from
so
her.
much passion and intensity, and she's 16
Okay,
years old.
very quickly, Derek and Mary Lou, what do they need to do?
So Derek and Mary Lou, I love these two as a couple. She's very graceful and elegant. I want to see some passion, some attack in this dance. Gorgeous start to it. And she's got really good frame. What I love about Mary Lou and Derek's obviously incredible as a teacher. He's got her looking so beautiful with her frame. So if she holds a nice frame and has this passion, this could be a really tight face-off.
Well, of course, she's got the right man leading
She has
her
the
through
right
this.
man leading her. Again, you want to be nice and flat. You want to have a lot of attack in this dance.
And we're getting a lot of
It's-
feedback from all of you guys saying, like, how could you do this? Val
I
versus
know,
Derek?
it's so tough.
It is going to be
Ooh.
tough.
Now they're
Okay.
doing a lot of straight tango. He's showcasing her strengths, which is her frame, her grace.
In what way is this different than what we just saw from Laurie and Val?
Again, Laurie and Val was a little bit more dynamic, I want to say. I don't know if that's because she's 16 and she had a bit more attack. Their approach to this tango is a little more graceful and sophisticated.
Well, look, one of the things that we also learned in the package before this dance was that Laurie sort of said, well, look, Mary Lou's going to have a little bit more of an edge on me because she understands that sexiness and the hold. Do you agree with that now, post-dance?
On paper, you would think that, but after watching the dance, Laurie did not struggle with finding that intensity and that character of the tango. She really impressed me.
All right, we're going to go to our scores right now. Who do you think at
I'm surprised at
DWTS
that.
All Access? Which do you
I would
think
give it an 8.
will be in jeopardy tomorrow night? Which pairing?
Yes.
So what we are seeing
Oh,
from
wow.
Laurie and Val, our judges have given them a total of 31.
Oh, it's going to be close. It's going to be so tight.
Which means now we're going to find out exactly
It's so stressful.
who will be in jeopardy tomorrow night. Will it
they
be
may
Derek
tie them again.
and Mary Lou?
Okay, so
Or will
Carrie-Anne's
it be
gone.
Val and Laurie?
Oh, no, it's going to Laurie. Right. So Laurie's won this one. So Derek and Mary Lou are going to be in jeopardy. Who would have thought?
Yeah, I don't think anyone would have thought in the second elimination that Derek and Mary Lou could potentially be going home. But look, that's
You
how
have to
how
vote.
close I think this this competition is this season.
Absolutely.
And at this point in the competition, we've got to kind of say, wow, in so many ways, doing this early was a very smart call by the producers.
Absolutely.
Seeing these guys in their competitive spirit, you look at someone like Laurie, of course, who's been competing at that high level.
Yep.
Doing it this early on, I think, is going to really ignite the competition.
She obviously handles the pressure really well. She thrives for that. And tonight, I thought that was pretty much flawless. It was amazing.
All right, well, very, very soon we're going to be talking to some of your favourite couples about how they feel they went, how was the experience, did they enjoy it, how they enjoyed the face-off. And I think, first of all, we're going to be talking to Tara and Sasha. So if you've got any questions at DWT is All Access. You've got to vote, though, for your favourite.
Yes,
from the people that are in jeopardy, okay? This is the moment that you can really have a hand in saving your favourite pairing from elimination tomorrow night.
Make sure you vote for your favourite couple. Absolutely.
All right, well, look, right now we're going to do something that we have never done before. It is our post-show. It is about to kick off, and this is all about really discussing what we have just seen. So we're going to do the top stories, okay?
All right, let's do the top stories.
Let's check this out. Look at the music. And we are now going to cross live to Kim.
Dom,
Kim,
sorry.
Can you hear me?
A little difficult to hear. I'm downstairs. There's a whole...
Look, this is amazing.
All this chaos
It feels like
happening
you're so
right
close
now.
to me, Kim.
I'm so close, but yet so far.
So far away.
I feel like I just reach out and touch you.
Well, where do we start, Kim, when we are talking? We are obviously... there's a little bit of a delay here. Kim, can you hear me still? Yep.
Yep.
Okay, yes, it's good. Is this good?
I gotcha.
Right. Where do we start?
So stupid.
I think, first of all, we've got to talk about Calvin.
Yes.
Taking out Tara, 32-30.
I was wrong with that one.
Yes, I think Tara is a favourite. What did she do wrong tonight, and how did she not win this competition?
I don't know. I thought her dance was beautiful. I had it totally wrong. If I was one of the judges, I would have picked Tara. I thought she was a little more fluid with her movement. Calvin was still great, and he's got a really nice frame. I'd like him to be a little higher here. But the judges were won over by Calvin and Lindsay, so he had it fair and square.
Yeah, I tell you what, man, that is great reporting, man, and I'm so glad you can hear me down there, Kim.
Oh, yeah.
The next thing, thank you, that's our news music. The next thing I really want us to talk about is that Max and Amber are in jeopardy tomorrow night.
I know. So early on, they're in jeopardy, and they had the salsa face-off with Maureen. So unfortunately, they're now in jeopardy. But I feel like Amber Rose has a lot of fans. People want to see what she does every single week. I think she will be okay tomorrow.
Yeah, I think, of course, more than ever, fan bases are going to have a huge part to play in tomorrow's elimination.
Yes.
Kim, you still there?
I am. Yes, Dom,
okay.
sorry.
Well,
still
we're going to move on to our last topic tonight, which is Derek and Mary Lou. Now, when was the last time that you can remember, Kim?
This is a shocker.
Derek being in jeopardy on week 3 of Dancing with the Stars.
I cannot remember that at all. This is the big shock of the night. Derek Huff and Mary Lou Hanna are going to be in jeopardy tomorrow.
Yes, and of course that means more than ever you need to pick up the phone, go online and vote for your favourites, whoever they are.
Otherwise it could be a shocker tomorrow.
Yes, it could, Kim.
Surprise elimination, possibly.
Look, Kim, I think we're going to bring you back up into the main area, Kim, and can we do that? Look
at
that. Unbelievable.
I can
that
hear
was
you great
amazing.
now. That was so good.
You guys are watching at home and you don't feel that was incredible. I mean, we nailed it.
We nailed it.
Nailed it. Well done. Literally. Nailed it. We need to get a nailed it sound effect.
We do. Can we do that next week?
Yes, we have got a couple of the couples coming up. We are looking forward to... Thank you. That was you punching me in the face? I'm not sure. We've got a couple of the couples coming up. First of all, we're going to be joined by the one and only Tara and Sasha. We love these guys. We bring them straight in. Come on in, guys. All right, Kim, you can step out for a second.
I'm going to step out.
And we are going to... We're going to talk to two of our favourites. Tara, come on up. How you doing? I know, look, it's not the best. That's what can I say, man. This guy's obviously got great taste. You got it at Nordstrom. You know it, baby, you know it. Listen, I know this is not the best of circumstances that you guys are coming up here tonight. And I'll tell you.
Why not?
We had Kim, we had Jenna, and we had Keo all here, and we got them all to call it, and they all called it for you guys for the win.
Aww.
So look, it just you never know how these things are going to go. You're
know.
getting better week in, week out. I mean, are you feeling the improvement? Because really, as a viewer, and all I'm just watching and seeing dance technique, you're getting so much better.
Thank you. I feel like I have a really good teacher, and he helps me a lot through this process and improves my technique, not only my technique, but makes sure that I bring emotion to every dance. And I mean, Lindsay and Calvin did an amazing job. So I hated being up against them because I actually like them. But, you know, you just do your best.
Well, Sasha, we were talking about that. It's kind of a weird thing to do week 3 of the competition, to make everyone go head-to-head in that way. But in some ways, it really ignites that competitive spirit in everyone, doesn't it?
Definitely. Well, is that so what's the story there? Is that the scores?
Yeah, you can see the judges' leaderboard. You like that? You want to just check it out?
See how high up you are? Look at that.
Yeah.
You're third.
Exactly.
Just happens to be we're up against first.
All right. Well, can we get the leaderboard? Look at this. This is the leaderboard. Is everyone at home? We can't get it. We can't get it. We can't get it. So basically,
you can't get it. But what the scores are?
Is,
Calvin is first.
Yeah.
Second
32.
is Laurie.
Yeah.
Third is
Laurie,
us.
31. Terrence.
Fourth, James. Fifth. Okay, I'm not going to go down.
Don't need to go on. You just need to go to yourself, which is 30. And I think at this point of the competition, how are you feeling? You know, how's the body holding up? You know, you hear at this point this can be injuries, and you know what's the sorest part of you right now? I mean, what is it? Ankles at the back? What are you feeling?
I tell Sasha every single dance feels differently, and the last few dances, because of the frame, it feels like you're in a car accident. The back of my neck feels special. And I mean special by like that yanking action. Whiplash.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know what Sasha's got planned for next week.
Cirque my friend. Cirque. Whiplash is definitely
They apparently dressing me up in something which I'm not going to be happy about.
What's new? They probably dressed you up in this and you weren't happy about it.
Come on, man. Come on.
This is tight.
Well, let me tell you right now. There is a lot of love up here, Sash, for both of you guys. You can see all the tweets as they come in now. And people were really supportive, and you must feel that on your Twitter and out and about. I mean, I loved your package, and Kim was like, you know, almost in tears.
You love my package?
No, not so much.
Come on.
Okay, all right, I love your package.
Can we keep this PG, guys?
He said he liked my package the other day.
Yes, it's true. That was very true.
I would prefer.
Exactly. It's fuck on. I mean,
what did you just say?
Sasha's shirt, though, it's kind of increasing the PG rating. I mean, do you not think we could find some buttons for that guy or what?
He shaved for me today.
He shaved. How often do you have to shave your chest? We've just had that question come in.
Once a week.
Once a week. It's fantastic.
I need nipple.
It's amazing how much the dancers, all the guys dancers, the dancers come up here and they all do that. They all look at themselves and like just look
Why
at
don't you do that?
Because
Let's
I'm
start. What do you think, ladies and gentlemen?
Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's how it's the D-man out.
I'm going to get in trouble with my husband.
Listen, what I keep telling Tara is this show is about connecting with people. And tonight you had the strongest connection with everyone. And everyone's come, like, feedback than any other week you've had. And, yeah, you know, Lindsay and Calvin, they were great. They were amazing. And so were you. You know what I mean? This is one of those competitions where this is an art form. It's not a competition where it's, you know, you get the ball in the hoop and you win. It's an art form. It's personal preference. It's about touching people. It's about connecting people. It's about making people cry. And I feel like, you know, I don't really cry. And my eyes were teary just watching you. And I was dancing with you, you know. And you really told an amazing story. You know, it's not about getting immunity. It's not about winning. You were in the top 3. Look, third. That is
Terry,
amazing.
I mean, what I'm picking up from Sasha, were you kind of a little bit disappointed? Because that's kind of what Sasha's given you that confidence. I mean, you're doing such a good job.
I'm really happy with the scores, but, you know, it for something that you put so much of your heart and soul in, you expect, like, as a performer, I always expect more. And so I think that, yeah, I mean, I'm very happy for Calvin and Lindsay, but I mean, every person is in this for, you know, to be a better performer. And you thought you gave your all, like 1,000,000,000%, and somebody else gave their all as well. So you can't be mad about that.
You just got to pick it up and keep going.
Exactly.
Man. Absolutely. You guys, seriously, you're doing a great job.
You even had applause.
We got the applause. and there's a ton of support, and I know that a lot of people right now are picking up their phone even when they hear you guys and voting for you. So thank you so much for supporting these guys. We appreciate you coming up after tonight's epic show, smashing it.
I just want to also say I'm loving all your Instagram Snapchats at the beach.
Yeah.
You know, just living life.
I appreciate it, man.
Living life.
It's just amazing.
This man right here.
I mean, look, I tried to call you and you weren't available that day.
If Tom ever steps out, this guy.
It's amazing. It's a very good call. It's a very good call.
A little brown there on your nose.
Thank you, Sash. Okay, well, it's been a pleasure having you both up, as always, Sash. I can't wait to have... Next week, we're going to have a lot of fun up here, okay?
I hope so.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Because we just wanted to hear... I wanted you guys...
This was depressing.
Okay. God damn. Okay, thank you guys for coming up. We appreciate it. Wave goodbye to everyone. All right, thank you, guys. That's it. Always a clean fight with that guy, isn't it? Thanks, Tara. Which means we will now move on to our next couple that we're going to talk to just quickly before we wrap the show tonight. Vanilla and Whitney. So if you've got any questions at DWTS All Access, let's get this man in here. Great job, bro. Well, first of all, we need to talk about you guys winning this matchup. The Len tiebreak. Who would have thought that Len comes through in the final seconds for the win?
I was like, thank you, Len.
Wow. I mean, I don't think anyone wants to look for Len to be the deciding vote, right? When that happened, where you're just like, oh, no, I'm screwed.
I didn't even think. I was just so caught up in the moment and the dance and just enjoying everything that I'm doing here. Whatever's in their hands, it's in their hands. I can't control it. I'll sit back and ride the wave wherever it goes.
Well, dude, seriously, man, you just looked like you were having so much fun. You had the face and the look and the big arms. I mean, was Whitney getting you in that moment, or was he easily pushed?
Yeah, I just punched him in the face before we went on. Then he was like...
He was super pissed.
Yeah, just naturally pissed after that.
Oh, my God.
No, yeah, we definitely worked on that a lot. We worked on, the intense, passionate face. He's not used to that. Nope, he's usually smiling
When
a lot.
When you're rapping, you're on stage, you got to be kind of angry, don't you?
Never. I laugh, I smile every single day, every moment. I believe that smiles are contagious, and I'm enjoying life. And when you enjoy it, you're smiling.
I totally agree. But with this show, what are you finding the biggest challenge? Is it having to change
My
character?
biggest challenge is not the character or learning the dance routines. I mean, that's all new to me. Everything is fresh. My biggest challenge is time. We only had 6 hours to put this whole entire routine together. That's it. And she's following the tour around. We're losing tons of sleep.
Look at this, Angie.
And I don't get any violins.
All 12 votes. She's sitting your way, man.
Oh,
thank you,
Thank
Angie.
you.
Angie's on
the
point.
fans are the best, seriously.
Yes.
They really are.
I am so honored and happy, man, just to be here. This is all new to me and just an exciting thing. And, I've never seen the show before, so I don't know why, because I love it. I think it's the coolest thing ever.
Yeah, All Access as well, right? I mean, up here.
All Access is on point. You guys are just, people get access to the real stuff. To the questions right after the show.
And this is also it's a traditional Paso Doble hat, that one?
Yeah, totally traditional.
It's
back in
tradition.
the day, very Latin American. Yep.
Huge. And look, we have got some comments coming in about the guy liner tonight.
Oh my God.
See, I told you
This
it was
is the
a good
funniest
idea.
thing.
I told you it was a good idea.
This is all
Thank you.
Skyliner, man, it's never a bad idea.
Listen, I was sitting there going, oh my God, I look so strange. And I was asking everybody, I said, do I look like a girl? What's going on? I've never put this on before. I said, all my friends at the construction site are going to be making fun of me. Hey guys, we're coming back to grind it out. Don't worry, I'm going to show up just like this and be like, let's go. Let's get it done.
That's it. Your boys will have some fun with that, the guy liner, I'm sure,
I'm going to dance all over a construction site.
In this outfit. I think you should turn up exactly in this outfit.
I will. We'll still get work done. I promise you that.
I tell you. Well, look, thank you guys for coming up, and look, thanks everyone out there for the support. And I think it's what he says. It does mean a lot. It's that extra 10% that you kind of need.
Hey, right now we need everything we can get, man. I mean, this is tough stuff. I'm not going to lie. I had no idea. I thought, it was just some dancing and it'd be easy. And I tell you what, it is tough. But that's what makes it so awesome, because when you get to the finish line, it's that thrill of the accomplishment that you pulled off an incredible routine.
Well, what we all feel is that you're enjoying yourself, and that is contagious, as you say. And I think people love to vote for people that look like they're having fun. So just keep doing that, man. That's what I would say. Thank you, Winnie. Thanks, guys, for coming up. We appreciate you hanging out. Make sure you vote, okay?
Yes,
Pick up the phone. These guys need it more than ever.
Thank you so much.
Although tomorrow they are safe. We're going to see you back for All Access next week, but tomorrow is the big elimination. So take a look at this, and we'll see you next week. See you guys.
Bye, guys.
Thank you.
The competition's been real from the get-go. Somebody's going to have to go home.
It's anyone's game. Anyone could be going home. You just never know.
Having gone through my first elimination show on Tuesday, I can tell you it's not fun. It doesn't matter how well you think you danced. Your fate's in someone else's hands, and that's a bit scary.
I don't want to go home. I just want to continue this journey.
If I go home this week, I am going to cry my eyes out, and I'm not even going to act like I'm not. I am going to be devastated.